Recently I started writing blues music again, which is something that I stopped doing for a while. Although I was playing loads of blues with several artists, etc. But I did that as a sideman or as a collaboration. I for a little while I stopped altogether writing lyrics, songs, and that because there was like a sort of internal fight in terms of identity and what was going on with me at the time. So I felt very insecure for a little while about writing lyrics because I wasn't sure what language I had to use anymore. All of a sudden I started feeling an urge of authenticity and honesty about what I was trying to do and trying to answer the question, what is my voice, you know? Which is something that sooner or later as an artist you encounter, and sometimes can be easy to answer, some other times can be a little bit of a struggle, and I think for me for a little while it's been a struggle. There's a very important thing for me about blues music, which is the legacy of it, the tradition, where it's coming from and where it will go, and who's gonna carry on listening to it. There's still gonna be an audience in the future. There's still gonna be people that will pick up the guitar and learn how to play it. Will people still remember who Muddy Waters was and who Robert Johnson was and, I don't know, Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King, all like these heroes of mine? I always felt that somehow I had to give my contribution to the music, not only take from it, you know, like you don't want to just take and keep it for yourself, but you have to give something back to the music and become a vessel. That's why, for instance, I love teaching guitar. So guitar education is, you know, guitar teaching is certainly my second passion as well as actually playing, because it makes you feel you're giving something back to people, you're helping people to discover the things you love, and it helps you to rebalance yourself as a human being. For me, teaching is that important. So, but just, going back to the blues, I recently started writing blues lyrics and blues music again because I just, truth is that it's in me. You know, it's something that, in the same way, when I was 11 years old, I started playing the 12-bar blues thing that somebody showed me to play, and it felt the most natural thing in the world. It still feels natural to me playing it and singing it, and it makes me feel like I express myself at the very best when I do that. Probably as much as when I speak my own first language, which is Italian, of course. But there's certainly like a familiarity with the music. The most important thing for me is I don't want to steal stuff, you know. I don't want to be somebody that takes something from someone else and makes it his and come to you and say, this is me, you know, because it's not entirely me, is it? Just, you know, when you do music, basically you become a pastiche of all the influences you have as a listener and as a musician and stuff. And music in particular, I'm from Sicily, Italy, you know. I'm pale, although I'm Sicilian, you know. I've got like a super pale skin. I'm ginger, you know. I've never been to the States, never ever in my life. I've never had a Afro-American upbringing. I know what church is, and I know what it is, how cool it is, or used to be, you know, seeing people playing the guitar in church and making other people sing, and that was one of the things I loved when I was a kid, and my parents took me to church. But I don't have the cultural background, so I don't come here and say to you, oh man, you know, just, you know, I don't know, I was working in the field and then in the evening I was going out just and play. No, I'm not, it's not me. I just happened to discover the blues. And somehow I always try to create my own relationship with the music, respect the music, And when I play it, I write it, I record it, I perform it, I'm a vessel, you know. I embrace the music, but I also give it away, you know, just to people, and just make sure, say, look, if I'm playing this lick and if I'm playing this, it's just because, you know, I listen to B.B. King, and I listen to Albert King, and I listen to Elmore James, and you know, that's me playing, you know, with those influences, their music probably, but it became part of my playing. But I always try to find the most respectful way and authentic way to do that. And how do you become authentic? When you do that, you write your own material. You assume the responsibility of writing your own lyrics, and the mission is you want to write meaningful lyrics that represent exactly the way you feel in a certain moment, state of your life. So you went through some struggle, write a song about it. Use the 12-bar blues form, find a way to do it and make it sound real. You fall in love, you do the same. You got something messing about in your mind, you know, just with your mind, you struggle, you know, and stuff. You know, all this sort of stuff I'm describing, those like all sentiments I try to transfer, you know, in my writing, and blues seems to be the best way for me to do that, the most immediate, honest, straight to the point, poetical synthesis of feelings, right? So that's my mission. My mission is this. I just want to carry on doing that and pay tribute to the music that made me become the human being that loves the music the way I do. You know, I'm a music lover first and foremost. I'm a blues lover first and foremost. And then I'm a musician and everything else. So yeah, that's the mission, that's the idea.